Dear all, I've been reading this group for ages now, although I've not posted anything. Here's my story. Had yesterday gone the way it was supposed to, I would not be here to write this. What I mean by that is yesterday was meant to have been the day I'd done the deed, put an end to it all. About me, I've always suffered depression, sometimes worse than others, but it's always been there regardless. The need for a way out has been with me for years. I have made a couple of attempts with no success. My life has been heading on a downward spiral for a long time. I figure that most of that is down to my own doing. For years now, I've been messing everything up, so I would be left with no alternative than to do the act. I currently have no prospects that I can think of, and have managed to more or less alienate what few friends I had. Work-wise, I've always been in dead-end jobs. My housing situation is one jump from the street. I've been staying with a friend for a few weeks now. Could see that I was truly testing their patience. I pay nothing as I have nothing, and I am fully aware that I am a burden on this person. I decided to get out before I was pushed out. I told my friend I found accommodation and things were looking up for me. The truth of the matter is that it was the complete opposite. I had actually decided to take my life in what I considered to be a surefire certainty. I did not want my friend to feel any guilt for what I had decided to do, should they find out somehow. My plan was to go to Beachy Head and jump. For those of you not from England, Beachy Head is a town in the southeast of England, overlooking the sea. It is surrounded by high hilltops and is notorious for suicides. I had done some research on the web so I would know where I was going and at what spot I'd do the deed. I actually ended up making 2 trips to Beachy Head due to the fact that on my first visit I had left it a little late. It was completely dark at 5:30 p.m. and I had read a report on the net a little while ago about some members of the public reporting a sighting of a guy on the hilltops to the police. The police arrived and forcefully took the guy to the local hospital. By forcefully, what the police did was strap a rope around his waist and the other end to the patrol car. This is due to the steepness of the hills. They grabbed hold of the guy and backed the car up. This is something which I dreaded happening to me, so I did not dare ask people how to get to this area on a dark night traveling on my own. Although disappointed, I decided to come back early the next day. I arrived early next morning around 10:30 a.m. and asked directions to Beachy Head, and got there within an hour of fast walking. Upon approaching the hilly area, there's a huge sign which says, "Not too late to call the Samaritans." Walking there, I felt like everyone knew what my intentions were, like they could read my mind. There's not too many people around at this time of the year, but still when I passed by others walking the hills, I'd kind of look down, and I felt so nervous. Anyways, I found the spot that I would jump from and figured it's too light to do it now, so I would get something to eat and come back when the sun was going down. I returned about 6 p.m. and once again it was pitch black. I had to walk through the forest-like area. I could not even see ahead of me except when cars went by. When I got to the point, I sat there looking over it, and I just started thinking all kinds of strange things. I got really scared that I did not have the courage to do it. I'm not afraid of heights or anything. I was just scared that maybe I would live, and that I lay there paralyzed at the bottom until the morning. It was so cold up there that my body was shaking uncontrollably. I lay down and told myself that at 8 p.m. I'd jump over regardless. I smoked cigs and cried instead. The cold was already killing my spirit for jumping. After 2 hours I could take no more, had to make my way back. What had seemed so easy in my mind was nearly impossible in reality. I'm now back to where I started. Had to knock my friend's door and ask if I could have a few more days. That's what I have, just a few more days. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Maybe if I'd gone with someone who was of the same mind as me, the task would have been easier. Anyone want a partner to do the act? Please email me, as I'm so ready to go, but I'm just lacking courage that I feel I could get from support. Or if someone has an alternate route in which I can end it fast, please get in touch.